Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter-dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1, we are talking about a United States state quarter that many people have spent without a second thought. This is the Indiana state quarter dollar released in the year 2002, a coin that hides fascinating details, surprising rarity, and serious collector value behind its simple design. The Indiana state quarter was issued as part of the famous 50 state quarters program, a project that captured the attention of millions of Americans and collectors around the world. Indiana became the 19th state to be honored in this series. While millions of these quarters were produced and entered circulation, not all of them are equal. Some examples stand far above the rest, and those are the ones collectors dream of finding. Indiana is known as the crossroads of America, and this idea is beautifully represented on the coin. The design shows a race car speeding forward, symbolizing the legendary Indianapolis 500, one of the most famous motor races in the world. Alongside the race car is an outline of the state of Indiana with a star marking Indianapolis. This design represents speed, progress, and the state's central role in American transportation and industry. For many collectors, this theme alone makes the coin appealing, but design is only the beginning of the story. What truly makes the 2002 Indiana quarter special is condition and rarity. Most of these coins were heavily used in daily transactions. They passed through countless hands, cash registers, and vending machines. Over time, they picked up scratches, dull surfaces, and worn details. Finding one today with sharp lines, strong luster, and no visible damage is already uncommon, especially in higher mint states. Now let's talk about the details that make collectors lean closer. Some Indiana quarters were struck with minting errors that dramatically increase their value. These errors can include off-center strikes, double die features where parts of the design appear doubled, weak strikes that leave parts of the coin incomplete, or planchet errors involving the metal itself. These mistakes happened at the mint and were never meant to leave the facility, yet a few slipped into circulation. Double die errors are especially exciting. When the design is impressed onto the coin more than once at slightly different angles, it can cause letters, numbers, or design elements to appear doubled. Under magnification, these errors are stunning, and collectors are willing to pay premium prices for them. Off-center strikes are another favorite, where the design is noticeably shifted, making the coin look unusual and rare. There are also differences between coins struck at different mints. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced the Indiana quarter, and subtle variations in strike quality and preservation can have a huge impact on value. Coins that were carefully stored, never circulated, and professionally graded are in a completely different league compared to worn examples. For serious collectors, the Indiana 2002 quarter is not just spare change. It represents a moment in American numismatic history, a celebration of state pride, and a chance to own something truly rare. The thrill comes from knowing that one small detail, one tiny error, or one perfectly preserved surface can transform an everyday coin into a life-changing discovery. So, if you have jars of old quarters, inherited collections, or even loose change lying around, take a moment to look closely. Pay attention to the date, the mint mark, and the quality of the strike. Use a magnifying glass and look for doubling, misalignment, or anything that seems unusual. That simple habit could lead you to an incredible find. Coin collecting is not just about money. It's about history, patience, and the joy of discovery. The Indiana State Quarter from 2002 is a perfect example of how a modern coin can still carry mystery and excitement. Every collector knows that treasures often hide in plain sight. If you are enjoying this deep dive into rare coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow coin lovers. New discoveries are always waiting, and you never know which coin we will uncover next. And now, here is the part that truly surprises people. A 2002 Indiana State quarter dollar in exceptional condition, especially with rare and verified mint errors, has been known to reach a value as high as $91,000. Top 2, we are focusing on a state quarter that many people still have in their pockets or coin jars without realizing its true importance. We are talking about the United States of America state quarter dollar from Ohio, released in the year 2002. Coin lovers, listen very carefully and enjoy this journey, because this coin has more secrets than it seems. The Ohio State Quarter was issued as part of the historic 50 State Quarters program, one of the most successful coin programs in American history. Ohio earned its place as the 17th state featured in this series. Millions of Americans collected these quarters as they were released, but only a very small number would later become highly valuable. While most Ohio quarters were spent and forgotten, a few special examples quietly became treasures. Ohio's design is deeply connected to innovation and achievement. On the reverse side of the coin, you will see three powerful symbols. The first is the Wright Flyer, honoring the Wright brothers, who were pioneers of aviation and proud sons of Ohio. The second is an astronaut, representing Ohio's strong connection to space exploration, including legendary astronauts like John Glenn and Neil Armstrong. The third element is the outline of the state of Ohio, with a star marking its place. Together, these symbols tell a story of imagination, courage, and progress. Collectors are drawn to this coin not only because of its design, but because of what happened during its production. The 2002 Ohio quarter was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, and while the total mintage was high, the number of coins that survived in perfect condition is extremely low. Most entered circulation immediately and were exposed to scratches, wear, and damage. As a result, high-grade examples are surprisingly rare. Condition plays a massive role in determining value. An Ohio quarter with sharp details, clean surfaces, original mint luster, and no signs of circulation stands out immediately. Coins like this were often pulled directly from mint rolls and stored carefully for years. When professionally graded, these coins can achieve top-tier ratings that place them in a completely different category from everyday quarters. Now let's talk about the errors, because this is where collectors become truly excited. Some Ohio quarters from 2002 were struck with minting mistakes that dramatically increase their desirability. These errors include off-center strikes, where the design appears shifted and incomplete, making the coin look unusual and rare. There are also double die errors, where parts of the design, such as letters, numbers, or details of the astronaut or airplane, appear doubled due to a misalignment during the striking process. Other error types include weak strikes, where parts of the design did not fully transfer onto the coin, and planchet errors, where the metal blank itself was flawed before striking. These types of coins were never intended to leave the mint, yet a small number escaped into circulation. Because each error coin is different, collectors value them as unique pieces of mint history. Another factor that adds to the Ohio quarter's appeal is demand. State quarter collectors, error coin specialists, and investors all compete for the best examples. This competition pushes prices higher, especially for coins that are certified and authenticated. The combination of historical symbolism, limited top-grade supply, and rare mint errors makes this coin especially attractive in the collector market. If you have old quarters at home, now is the time to take a closer look. Check the date carefully. Look for the Ohio design. Use a magnifying glass and examine the details. Watch for doubling, misalignment, unusual textures, or anything that seems out of the ordinary. What looks like a normal coin at first glance might actually be something extraordinary. Coin collecting is not just about age. It is about rarity, condition, and story. The 2002 Ohio State Quarter proves that even modern coins can hold incredible value and excitement. For collectors, the thrill comes from knowing that a life-changing discovery could be hiding in plain sight. And now, the moment that surprises everyone. A 2002 Ohio State quarter dollar in exceptional condition, especially with rare and verified minting errors, has been known to reach an astonishing value of $88,000. Top 3, we are talking about a modern American coin that surprises many collectors with its story, symbolism, and potential worth. This is the United States of America Shawnee coin from the year 2014, a piece that has captured serious attention in the numismatic world at a first glance. Many people overlook this coin because it comes from a more recent era. Most assume that only very old coins can be valuable, but that idea is completely wrong. Modern U.S. coins can become extremely valuable due to low survival rates in top condition, collector demand, and rare minting mistakes. The 2014 Shawnee coin is a perfect example of how history, artistry, and rarity can combine to create something truly special. This coin honors the Shawnee people, one of the most influential Native American tribes in early American history. The Shawnee played a major role in shaping the cultural and historical landscape of the United States. Their legacy includes leadership, resistance, diplomacy, and deep respect for land and tradition. The design of this coin reflects that heritage, making it more than just currency. It becomes a tribute to a powerful story that collectors deeply appreciate. The artwork on the coin is detailed and meaningful. The imagery represents strength, movement, and identity, capturing the spirit of the Shawnee people. The craftsmanship stands out, especially when the coin is found with sharp details and a clean strike. Collectors are drawn to coins that tell stories, and this one does exactly that through its design alone. Now let's talk about what truly makes this coin exciting for collectors. Even though many were minted, only a small number exist today in exceptional condition. Most coins from 2014 entered circulation quickly. They were handled, stacked, dropped, and scratched. As a result, finding one with original mint luster, crisp lines, and no signs of wear is far more difficult than most people expect. Condition is one of the most important factors in coin value. A well-preserved Shawnee coin that has never been circulated stands in a completely different category compared to a worn example. Coins that were carefully saved, stored properly, and later professionally graded can reach surprisingly high levels of desirability. Minting errors add another powerful layer of rarity. Some 2014 Shawnee coins were produced with mistakes that were never meant to leave the mint. These errors include off-center strikes, where the design is visibly shifted, making the coin instantly stand out. There are also double die errors, where letters or design elements appear doubled due to misalignment during the striking process. These features are highly prized because they cannot be replicated. Other known errors include weak strikes, missing details, or unusual metal textures caused by planchet flaws. Each error tells a story of the minting process and represents a unique moment in production history. Collectors love these coins because no two error coins are exactly the same. Demand plays a huge role as well. Collectors of modern U.S. coins, Native American-themed coins, and error coins all compete for the best examples. When demand increases and supply remains limited, values rise quickly. Certified coins with documented errors and high grades are especially sought after, often selling for astonishing amounts. If you enjoy searching for hidden treasures, this is a coin worth checking. Look closely at your collection or loose change. Examine the surface, the edges, and the details. Use magnification to spot doubling, misalignment, or anything unusual. Many valuable coins are discovered by people who simply took the time to look carefully. Coin collecting is not just about money. It is about curiosity, history, and the excitement of discovery. The 2014 Shawnee coin reminds us that valuable finds are not always ancient. Sometimes, modern coins hold the biggest surprises. If you are enjoying this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow coin lovers. More fascinating coin stories are coming, and you never know which one might change the way you look at your collection. And now for the part everyone waits for. A 2014 Shawnee coin in outstanding condition, especially with rare and verified minting errors, has been known to reach a value of $85,000. Top for we are talking about a state quarter that many people have spent without a second thought, yet collectors quietly search for the best examples of it. This is the United States of America state quarter dollar from Nebraska, released in the year 2006. Coin lovers, sit back, pay close attention, and enjoy this journey. The Nebraska State Quarter was issued as part of the famous 50 State Quarters program, a series that changed coin collecting forever. Nebraska was honored as the 37th state in the program, and its quarter carries deep historical meaning. At the time of release, millions of these coins entered circulation across the country. They were used for shopping, travel, and daily transactions, which is exactly why truly special examples are so hard to find today. Nebraska's design tells a powerful story of American expansion and determination. The reverse side of the coin features a covered wagon traveling west, with Chimney Rock rising in the background. Chimney Rock was a famous landmark for pioneers moving along the Oregon Trail, and it became a symbol of hope, endurance, and the promise of a new life. This image captures a defining moment in American history, and collectors appreciate how much meaning is packed into such a small piece of metal. While the design is beautiful, rarity is what truly drives collector interest. Most Nebraska quarters from 2006 were heavily circulated. They bumped into other coins, rubbed against surfaces, and slowly lost their original detail. As a result, finding one today with sharp lines, clean fields, and original mint luster is far more difficult than people expect. High-grade examples stand out immediately to trained eyes. The Nebraska quarter was struck at multiple mints, and small differences between strikes can make a huge difference in value. Coins that were struck cleanly, with strong detail and no visible flaws, are much rarer than average circulated pieces. When these coins are professionally graded and receive top scores, they become highly desirable among serious collectors. Now let's talk about the part that excites coin lovers the most: minting errors. Some 2006 Nebraska quarters left the mint with mistakes that were never intended to happen. These errors can transform a common coin into something extraordinary. One of the most popular error types is the double die error, where parts of the design appear doubled. This can affect lettering, numbers, or even parts of the wagon or landscape. Under magnification, these doubled details can be stunning. Off-center strikes are another valuable error. These occur when the coin is not properly aligned during striking, causing the design to be shifted. When the shift is dramatic but still shows the full date, collectors become very interested. There are also weak strikes, where certain parts of the design appear faint or incomplete, and planchet errors, where the metal blank itself was flawed before the design was stamped. Each error tells a story about what happened inside the mint at that exact moment. Because these mistakes are accidental and unpredictable, no two error coins are exactly the same. This uniqueness is what makes them so valuable and so exciting for collectors. Demand also plays a major role in value. The Nebraska quarter appeals to state quarter collectors, American history enthusiasts, error coin specialists, and investors. When multiple groups compete for the same limited supply of high-quality coins, prices rise quickly. Coins that combine historical design, excellent condition, and rare errors are especially sought after. If you have jars of coins at home, inherited collections, or old rolls of quarters, this is the perfect time to take a closer look. Examine the date carefully. Look for the Nebraska design. Use a magnifying glass and study the details. Watch for doubling, misalignment, unusual textures, or anything that looks out of the ordinary. Many valuable coins are discovered by people who simply took the time to look closely. Coin collecting is not just about age. It is about rarity, condition, demand, and story. The 2006 Nebraska State Quarter proves that even modern coins can hold incredible potential. For collectors, the real excitement comes from knowing that a life-changing discovery could be hiding in plain sight. And now, the moment everyone waits for. A 2006 Nebraska State Quarter dollar in exceptional condition, especially with rare and verified minting errors, has been known to reach a value as high as $82,000. Top 5. We are diving into one of the earliest releases from the famous State Quarters program, a coin that many people spent without ever realizing its potential. This is the United States of America State Quarter dollar from South Carolina, released in the year 2000. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this story, because this coin has much more to offer than meets the eye. The South Carolina State Quarter holds a special place in American numismatics because it was one of the very first coins released in the 50 State Quarters program. This program completely changed how people viewed modern coins. Suddenly, everyday quarters became collectible, historical, and exciting. South Carolina was honored early in the series, and millions of these coins entered circulation almost immediately. Because of that, most examples were heavily used, making high-quality survivors surprisingly rare today. The design of the South Carolina quarter is rich with meaning and symbolism. On the reverse side, the coin features the outline of the state along with a star marking the capital, Columbia. Surrounding the design are symbols that reflect the state's natural beauty and heritage. You will see the palmetto tree, the state tree, which represents strength and resilience. Alongside it is the Carolina wren, the state bird, symbolizing energy and life. Also included is the yellow jessamine, the state flower, adding elegance and identity to the coin. Together, these elements make the design visually appealing and deeply meaningful to collectors. While the artwork is impressive, rarity is what truly drives value. Most South Carolina quarters from 2000 were used in everyday transactions. Over the years, they picked up scratches, dull surfaces, and worn details. Finding one today with strong detail, clean fields, and original mint shine is much more difficult than people expect. Coins that look untouched after all these years immediately catch the attention of serious collectors. The South Carolina quarter was struck at multiple mints, and subtle differences between them can make a big difference in value. Coins with sharp strikes and well-defined details are far less common than average examples. When such coins are professionally graded and receive high scores, they become highly desirable in the collector market. Now let's talk about the details that truly excite coin enthusiasts: minting errors. Some South Carolina quarters from 2000 were struck with mistakes that were never meant to happen. These errors are accidental, unpredictable, and incredibly collectible. One of the most popular errors is the double die error, where parts of the design appear doubled. This can affect letters, numbers, or even the state symbols. Under magnification, these doubled details can be very clear and highly attractive to collectors. Off-center strikes are another error that adds serious value. These occur when the coin is not perfectly aligned during striking, causing the design to shift. When the shift is noticeable but the date remains visible, collectors become especially interested. Other errors include weak strikes, where certain design elements appear faint, and planchet errors, where the metal blank itself had flaws before the design was stamped. Each error coin tells a unique story about what happened inside the mint at that exact moment. Because these mistakes cannot be repeated intentionally, error coins are considered one-of-a-kind pieces of history. This uniqueness is one of the biggest reasons collectors are willing to pay high prices for them. Demand also plays a major role in the South Carolina quarter's appeal. Early state quarters are especially popular because they mark the beginning of a historic series. Add in strong symbolism, limited high-grade survivors, and rare errors, and you have a coin that attracts multiple types of collectors. When demand stays high and supply remains low, values naturally rise. If you have old coin jars, inherited collections, or saved rolls of quarters, now is the perfect time to take a closer look. Check the date carefully. Examine the surface and edges. Use a magnifying glass to search for doubling, misalignment, or unusual textures. Many valuable coins are discovered by people who simply paid attention to small details. Coin collecting is not just about money. It is about history, patience, and the thrill of discovery. The 2000 South Carolina State Quarter reminds us that even modern coins can carry incredible stories and surprising value. Sometimes, the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight. And now, the moment everyone has been waiting for. A 2000 South Carolina State Quarter dollar in exceptional condition, especially with rare and verified minting errors, has been known to reach a value as high as $78,000. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like it, share it with fellow coin lovers, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin stories and hidden treasures. Your support helps the channel grow, and you won't want to miss our upcoming rare coin discoveries.